So if this is working, if anyone's seeing this, please send help. Anyone.
What up, gang? It's Mang, and Duskmourn is almost here. Pre-release starts September 20th, this Friday for me, and it might be at one of your local game shops too, but I hope to see you guys out there. I'm making this quick video. These are going to be the top 5 cards to watch out for. You open your sealed box, you got to make the right picks. Well, this will get you off in the right direction. Let's get into it. Oh, and make sure you stick around to the end of the video. Hit like and subscribe now because I'm giving away my full set review first impressions that I compiled on the whole entire set. You're going to see my ratings for everything, what I think is going to overperform, and I hope you guys really appreciate all the work that went into it. Coming in at number 1 is Silent Hall Creeper. This is a blue rare horror creature for 1 generic and a blue. It comes into the field and it can't be blocked. Deals combat damage to a player. Choose one that hasn't been chosen yet. It'll turn into a 3/3 once you give it 2 1/1 counters. You can draw a card, and eventually it becomes a copy of another target creature you control. That's probably going to be the third effect that you are going to use. You're going to want to be able to chip in for the 4 points of damage. You'll get a 2-for-1 with extra card draw, and it copies something big. Maybe a big flyer, maybe another synergistic creature that's on the field already. This thing's going to be scarier the longer it's on the field, and will have to be answered for. I would hate to see this on turn 2. You're going to have a tough time coming back from that if your opponent has it. Hopefully you guys have it. Alright, number 4, we have a sorcery for a green here. For XX generic and a green mana, you manifest dread X times, then put X 1/1 counters on each of those creatures. This card kind of reminds me of Whattup Gang, if you played Murders of Karlov, a similar XX effect where for 1, the floor is still pretty good. Manifest dread in this set, this is basically when you look at the top 2 cards of your library, put 1 onto the battlefield face down as a 2/2 creature that you can eventually flip up if you pay the cost, and the other one goes into the graveyard. That's going to be relevant because there's Delirium and other payoffs for graveyard synergy, but you can turn the face-up card at any time for paying the cost, and this card gets out of hand late game. I mean, if you paid this for even 2, this is where this card gets scary. You'll get 2 creatures that then get 2 +1/+1 counters X times. So you're going to get 2 4/4s. And if you do it again, you'll have 3, oh god, 6 6s? Yeah, 3 6 6s. And then 4 8 8s. I'm already blanking on the math. But you guys get the picture. This thing is awesome. It's going to go in any deck. If you see it, you got to play it if you're in green. Maybe something worth splashing for. I definitely think it's powerful enough. I bet probably all these cards on this list are powerful enough or worth a splash, but this is going to slot in at number 4. It is sorcery speed, and there's only a couple cards better than it. But let's move on to number 3. Alright, coming in at number 3, the Wandering Rescuer. This is a Samurai Noble, 3 generic, 2 white, with Flash and Convoke. So this thing comes in unexpectedly, and it just eats creatures up with the double strike text it has. Other tapped creatures you control have hexproof. This is relevant for the survival green-white deck where you get payoffs for your tapped creatures, or if you're just aggressive in general, maybe you're swinging out, you don't want to lose your stuff, you got hexproof now. Pretty sweet. This card's crazy. I mean, you'll be playing this earlier than turn 5, you're likely going to eat something in combat, be ready to attack the next turn. This is pretty self-explanatory. This is a great white rare, and the next 2 are also white cards that you have to be on the lookout for. The Wandering Rescuer is going to get the 3rd spot for me. Number 2, we got another white one. Ghostly Dancers. 3 generic, 2 white. You see a theme here. This has flying. When Ghostly Dancer enters, return an enchantment card from your graveyard to your hand, or unlock a locked door or room you control. There's also an eerie mechanic where whenever an enchantment you control enters, and whenever you fully unlock a room, you create a 3/1 spirit creature token with flying. Crazy effect. That 3/1 flyer is enough value. If you make one of these, that's a relevant creature that's going to be able to push damage, trade with most things on the board in a pinch. These are why these cards are bombs. They're catch-up cards if you're behind, and you win the game cards if your opponent doesn't have answers. So Ghostly Dancers, this one's nasty. The 2/5 body with flying is already a brick wall. You make 1, let alone 2 spirits, you're going to be sitting pretty good in the game of limited. Love this card. Let's go look at the last one though. Alright, there's a series of Overlords in Duskmourn, and the best one that is at the top of the list is the white one. It is 5 generic, 2 white, but you won't be paying this cost because there is impending on this Avatar Horror for 2 generic and 2 white. You can cast this spell for its impending cost. It enters with 4 time counters, kind of like Suspend, and it isn't a creature until the last one's removed. So at the beginning of your end step, remove a time counter from it. So you pay 4 mana, you are instantly going to get 2 2/1 insect creature tokens with flying. So the spirits have flying, the insects have flying, doesn't matter. A 4 mana make 2 2/1 flyers would already be a great card in limited, and you're getting that tacked onto this creature, who's eventually going to come in after a series of turns as a 6/6. Now, there's a black-white reanimator deck where this thing will really overperform. You can cheat it out of the graveyard if you want to. Playing this on curve is probably the normal play pattern for it. It's good early game, good late game. Yeah, this thing's disgusting. I don't know what you do to respond to this. So Overlord of the Mistmoors is going to be our top bomb for this set. So that's going to be our order there. 3 white rares hold the top 3 spots with my first impressions. Let me know what you guys think. I know there's some honorable mention cards and stuff that you're looking out for, but let me know in the comments what cards you think are the best in the set. I know I missed a few. Alright, thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. This is the best part. I'm glad you guys made it this far. I want to give a shout out to another Arena Gauntlet Sealed League that is happening. Registration closes September 25th for Duskmourn. Make sure you guys enter. I'm going to put the link in the description, but this thing is amazing. Over 6 weeks, you have a 60 card deck of your sealed pool. So everyone's decks are pretty weak to start. It's hard to get 60, a 60 card deck that's going to function like you want to. But it's okay because you have 11 losses to give before you're out of the tournament. So you're going to play 5 matches a week, best of 3, with everybody in the Discord. There was 125 plus contestants in the Bloomborough League. If you saw any of my other videos, you know how much I love that league. This one's going to be probably even better. More people are going to be in it. It's going to be awesome. You have to try to survive. Don't get 11 losses. But when you do lose, it doesn't feel that bad because you actually get a punishment pack or a reward pack, more like it because it's awesome, of Duskmourn, of some various sets that came out prior, to add to your pool. So your pool is going to grow over time. You're going to make changes and cuts to your deck and try to compete. We had the winner was just announced about 2 weeks ago. Shout out Miranda. She won the league, just dominating the competition. And I want to see some more people from the Mang gang here get in on this. I'm going to put the link in the description. Make sure you join the Discord, get signed up. It's like $9 and you get your money back if you finish the top 5. You really don't have much to lose. It's the best money I've ever spent. Just forego the 2 coffees that would it cost to, compete. I'm going to post another link to my entire set review of Duskmourn. I've rated the cards. I've gave them, letter grades here, my A+s all the way down to F, unplayable and limited. It's not the prettiest spreadsheet, but it's all there. And I want to give a shout out to Jack in the AGL Discord. He provided me with some of this information, and he's a good source of Magic insight too. But you can filter by rarity, commons. I was filtering by the best commons in the set, for example, or best mythics, rares. There's a lot of white, as you can see at the top of my list. I think white's going to be the best color. That's just first impression. This is going to change over time, and we'll update this, but I'm going to share access to it. Just make sure you subscribe. It takes a lot of work to put this together, and I hope to see you guys in the Arena Gauntlet League. That's all I got. If you guys have any questions for me, let me know what else you want to see from me, and just be sure you subscribe on the way out. It really helps a lot. All right, guys. Take care. Have a good night. See ya.